Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watch watching them gain their profits while I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profit. That TTG money gang. And make profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, folks? What's going on, everybody? Hope you all had a fantastic day. What's up? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. We got a good stream in store for you guys here tonight. Do not get lulled to sleep. That is the message that I have for every single trader that is tuning in to watch this live. Do not get lulled to sleep, because next week, I think, is going to be one of the most volatile weeks of the entire year. We are at a very weird moment right now in the markets. You're at a moment right now in the markets where nobody is comfortable getting long, but you are not getting paid to be short. That is where the markets are right now. The markets are extended to the upside. It's very uncomfortable to be long, but you're also not getting paid to be short. Do not allow yourself to get lulled to sleep, because I believe the markets are at an inflection point for clear directional momentum. And what breaks us out of that inflection point, in my opinion, is going to be the CPI data that comes out on Tuesday and the Fed decision that comes out on Wednesday. The likelihood of a pause, or is the Fed going to give you another 25 basis points? Is inflation coming down rapidly, or does it start to show signs of stickiness? Does it show that core CPI and core inflation numbers are still way higher than the Fed really wants to see? You have a very unique time next week, because it's not very often that you have a major event like a CPI release the very next day you get, or the very day before, that you are going to get a Fed decision. So the Federal Reserve is going to come into their meeting on Wednesday without knowing what they want to do until they get the CPI number the day before. And the Fed meeting is a 2-day meeting. They meet on Tuesday and they meet on Wednesday. So the day that they meet on Tuesday, they're going to be meeting, sitting down together when that CPI number comes out. And once they gather all of the data and all of the information from that inflation report, they're then going to start to discuss and give their arguments on why they believe that they should either raise by 25 basis points or pause. This whole idea of a skip, I don't think the skip is what's in play. Some people are talking about, oh, well, they might not raise in June, but then raise again in July. I don't know why they would do that. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. If you're going to raise in July, then why would you not just raise in June? What's the point of skipping? There's a meeting in July. You can raise, why would you skip June and then raise in July? You might as well just raise in June. That's what I think. All right? That's what I think. I think you might as well just raise it in June. So I think we're going to get a real clean breakout and directional momentum going into next week. So I don't want you guys to get lulled to sleep. We're going to talk about everything that happened today. Coinbase being sued now by the SEC. It was Binance yesterday. It was Coinbase today. Cathie Wood's buying more shares. Cathie Wood exited NVIDIA months ago. And here she is buying up Coinbase on the back of an SEC investigation. Sometimes head scratchers on what she's been doing, selling out of NVIDIA and loading up still on Coinbase and all these other positions that she, Zoom videos, another big one that she likes. A lot of different things that, kind of make you scratch your head a little bit. But nonetheless, she was stepping in there and she was buying today. And the stock actually, yes, down 12%, but significantly off the lows. We'll talk about the Coinbase situation and what that means for crypto going forward. Bitcoin rallied today, back above 27K, while Coinbase took a beating. Mara, Riot, MicroStrategy, all your other crypto-related stocks, all trading back up to the upside, really just making it a situation about Coinbase and Coinbase alone. You did not get a sell-off in Bitcoin. You did not get a sell-off in Ethereum. In fact, the exact opposite. So we're going to talk about some setups and some things that we see here for this week. Do not allow yourself, though, to get lulled to sleep. The people that are going to be the ones that reap the benefits of next week are the ones that are preparing this week, and the ones that are being lulled to sleep are the ones that are going to be running around like a chicken with their head cut off next week when shit hits the fan. So welcome, folks. If you guys did not know, True Trading Group is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform available today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have all come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free where myself, other TeachD Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, and analysis that can help you all become better traders. So take a moment and smash the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. Now, who am I and why should you care about anything it is that I have to say? That's a fantastic question. Why should you listen to anything it is that we have to say on these live streams? Guys, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. Okay, I began my career working at a fund in New York City. It's my first job out of college. And I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then you fast forward, 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, the worst stock market crash that anybody alive today has ever experienced. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. So now, and you fast forward even further, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people from all over the world reach their goals of achieving profitability. We have members in 115 different countries. We truly are a global community. When you guys join True Trading Group, I assure you, we have members in whatever country it is that you reside. It's not just for people in the US. It's not just for people in Canada. We've got members all over the world, 115 different countries. And that's because we take university level trading and investing courses. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops, provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody in True Trading Group. That's why there's 9 professional trading mods that are with you all day, every day, that all have different styles, different strategies. There's something for everybody, regardless of your trading style or experience level in TTG. You see, we take that university level of curriculum, we pair it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. If you were to go and purchase these tools on your own from the companies that provide them, you're going to spend about $5,000 for the year in subscription costs. Don't do that. It's a lot of money, right? I know that's a lot of money. That's why we've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. It's all included when you join True Trading Group's annual membership. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders you're ever going to find. And of course, all the trade alerts from myself and the rest of the TeachD mods that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So subscribe, smash the like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. So like I said, guys, don't allow yourself to be lulled to sleep here this week. All right? Don't allow yourself to be lulled to sleep here this week. And if you guys are here from the Stockmaster app, I want to welcome you all. All right, so if you guys are all here from the Stockmaster app, I want to welcome you all. In a minute, we're going to be talking about why you need to not fall asleep in the markets this week, because I don't really expect that much volatility from the overall indexes this week, but I do expect insane volatility next week. All right. I expect insane volatility next week. I don't think you're going to get a massive breakout above the 430 level on the SPY this week. I don't think you're also going to get this big rollover sell-off in the markets this week. I think the markets are going to, consolidate, take a breather, and wait for the catalyst, which is the CPI number on Tuesday, and then the Fed decision on Wednesday. You all have a major heads up of what's coming. Like, I'm coming on these live streams now here this week to make sure that you have a better understanding of what can cause this market to move higher or lower based on the events that are going to unfold next week. So this way you have a very detailed game plan, and having detailed game plans are extremely important. I talked about this on my live stream last night about the importance of having detailed game plans. Having a game plan allows you to keep emotions out of the trade, right? Having a game plan lets you say, we're going to buy here, we're going to sell here and here, instead of you being driven to make a decision based on a green candle or a red candle. That's your emotions that are making decisions for you. When you trade with emotions, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you lose money. There's a lot of money that's going to be made throughout this movement and throughout these catalysts that are going to move this market. But that means there's also a lot of money that can be lost. And that is all going to depend greatly on how prepared that you are going into next week. That's what it's all going to depend on. All right. So I want to kind of take things on over. I want to go on over to the overall markets, and I want to start to talk to you guys about what we expect, from what levels we need to be really fixating and focusing on, because there's two major resistance levels that you have to know. Two major resistance levels that you guys have to know. And the first level is 430 on the SPY. 430 on the SPY is going to be the resistance level from the end of April and beginning of May of 2022. And then it's August of 2022. This is a massive level of resistance for the SPY. If the SPY is able to break above that level, your next level of resistance is going to be this previous support from, this is April of 2022. And I'll zoom it over, I'll pan it over just so you guys can see it more clearly. There it is, right? You guys can see here for an entire week, you see the support level that you have right here. This is back from April of 2022. That's your next level of resistance if you are able to clear 430. And then if you clear 430, I do not think the market is going to do this, but these are the levels that you guys have to be looking at. I do not believe that this is a realistic target. If the markets do move to this next level, I will be surprised. I will come on this live stream and I will tell you that I was wrong. But your next level after those two is going to be 450. 450 is another big level with resistance there, resistance here. And prior to that, you had a little bit of a brief moment of support. And then prior to that, technical level of some structural resistance back there. Okay, now again, I do not believe that that level really is in play. But if you want to have put your levels out there, you can put your levels out there, and that's going to be the 450 level. I would be absolutely shocked if the market made a move all the way up to 450. And if we got up into this zone within the next month or two, then I will come on this live stream and I will say, well, I was wrong. And this market will be at that point in a new bull market, and the bear market will have ended as the market would be recovering back up towards, massive levels of resistance that you have from prior to the sell-off of 2022. Now, I don't believe the market is going to be able to get up to those levels. I don't. What I think is more likely to happen is now, depending on what happens next week with this data, I don't know what this data is going to be. I don't come on these live streams and try to pretend like I know what the CPI number is. I have no idea what the CPI number is. I don't care what the CPI number is. I react to what the numbers are. That's what I do. I say, okay, well, if the numbers are this, I think that makes the markets go down. If the number's that, I think it makes the markets go up. And I wait and see what the numbers are, and then I'll position myself for what I think the markets are going to do. I don't come on and say, hey, I'm going to load up on call options because I think the CPI number is going to be lower than expected, or I'm going to load up on put options because I think the CPI number is going to be higher than expected. I don't know what the CPI number is going to be. But I'll tell you what, if the CPI number is higher than expected, then you have a very high likelihood of the Fed raising rates next week. Next Wednesday is the Fed meeting. So exactly 1 week from tomorrow is going to be the Fed meeting. Now, I think that they're probably going to pause, but we won't know until you get that CPI inflation number. So I do think it's possible you can see the markets push above 430. I think you can get the CPI number comes in line, the Fed pauses, and the SPY pushes through 430. We push up to 435, 436, and then we top out. And you suck everybody into the market long. There's a lot of hesitation in this market up here. A lot of people that don't want to be long up here. Suck a lot of money off the sidelines back into the market, push us up into the mid 430s, and then pull it back. That's what I'm thinking about. Now, if that doesn't happen, if the inflation comes in higher than expected, then you'll get that pullback way before. You'll get that pullback ahead of time. So either way, I think longer term, the market pulls back. I still anticipate a pullback in the second half of the year, down from levels from where we are now. Do you go all the way back to the lows of 2022? That you're going to need a recession in order for you to get back to the lows of 2022. If you don't have a recession this year and you just have an economic slowdown, then the market probably goes back to like 380 or 375 and then stabilizes if you don't have a recession. If you have a recession, that's the only way you're going to really get down to the 350 level. That is the low from October sell-off of 2022. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. That's how I plan on kind of playing this out. I'm thinking about maybe that number comes out. If the CPI number is light and the Fed pauses, you get a bit of a rally that takes us up to here, right? You get a bit of a rally that takes us up into these zones. And then I think the markets then start to pull back. And that could be like one more final breakout momentum and then look for the pullbacks. Have investors thrown real stock fundamentals out the window? No, I don't think investors have thrown stock fundamentals out the window at all. I assume that you're saying that because, the markets are moving to the upside, but everybody continues to say that there's going to be a recession. And, even though you may think that we're going to have a recession, I think that we're going to have a mild recession. It's not here yet. And that's just the reality of it. People came into the market in 2023 extremely negative. Sentiment was negative. Hedge fund positioning was negative. Short positioning was very high. People came into the markets really expecting the economy to break down and fall apart this year, and it hasn't yet. Unemployment is 3.7%. Now, that is a significant little uptick from the 3.4, but 3.7 is still a very, very low unemployment number. It seems like you're starting to see signs of the consumer starting to shift their spending habits. The consumer is being a little bit more weary of what they're buying and how they're buying it and how much they're buying. You got, warnings from Target, you got warnings from Dollar General, you got warnings from Academy, the sports and outdoor equipment store. So, but then you come out and you get a stock like Lululemon that beats on earnings, and you say, okay, well, people are going to go and spend $100 on leggings, and but then Dollar General tells you that they're seeing the consumer is shifting, and they're warning about months going forward about what they're going to see with the consumer. So it's a very split consumer right now. And the consumer has held up, and the labor market has held up, and that's why the market is held up. Earnings have also held up, right? Earnings were nowhere near as bad as people thought. We just finished out earnings season. It was far better than people had expected. You didn't see this massive crash in earnings. You didn't see this massive revision of earnings guidance to the downside. The rich just get richer and the poor just get poorer. That's what inflation, that's what's happening. You have the wealthies on Wall Street are all making money in their tech stocks, and you have people that are living paycheck to paycheck that are getting killed by the price of eggs. No matter what your financial position is, you guys have a chance to even the playing field. I always think the stock market's the greatest equalizer. Stock market doesn't care. The stock market, like I think sometimes people actually care that what you think there's like some kind of like outside force that cares about anything that you're doing in the stock market. Like there's these evil market makers that hunt for your 100 share stop loss. They don't give a damn about your 100 share stop loss. I mean, it's such a fallacy, and you're going to revenge trade a stock. Like, trust me, the stock does not know that you're mad. Never mind that you're revenge trading it. You're only hurting yourself. You're letting your emotions get in your own way. The stock market's the greatest equalizer. It doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter where your religion is. It doesn't matter what your gender is, what your political affiliation is. It doesn't matter anything. You have the exact same opportunity to make money as the next person. But you have to know what you're doing. This isn't about luck. The stock market's not luck. It's not luck. Members of True Trading Group are wise to this, and they use this to their advantage to make money. Watch. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat right now. Type the number 1 in chat if you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type the number 1. Type the number 1 if you're a member and you're making money and you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. Anybody that's on this live stream that's not a member, my advice is just to pay attention to how many people type the number 1, because these are your peers, guys. These are people that are just like you. They're not luckier than you. They don't have more money than you. They don't have more time. They don't have more experience. They've lost money in the market before. They've been scammed by some other group or service. Yet now they're telling you they're making money and they're becoming better traders. If they can do it, so can you. And that's the point. If they can do it, so can you. The market is the greatest equalizer, but you guys have to understand what you're doing. You can't just come at this, open up a Robinhood account, go on Reddit and start buying calls and puts and just think that you're going to have even a remotely similar chance of being successful as somebody that does this full time. Honestly, the arrogance that you have to think that you're going to step into someone else's professional arena and excel at their level with no idea or training or education is so arrogant and so foolish that you deserve to lose the money that you lose. The stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not a casino. It is a professional arena with professionals that do this every single day, that earn a living doing this. To think you're just going to show up one day with a Robinhood account, not to say you can't trade with Robinhood, but if that's all you're doing is just, I'll put $1,000 into a Robinhood and I'll go buy some calls and see what happens. Shame on you. And then people wonder why they fail. They wonder why they lose money in the markets. It's because you're not taking the time to actually learn anything about what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And if you don't want to take the time to learn anything about what you're trying to accomplish, then you will accomplish nothing. Take the time to learn nothing and you will accomplish nothing. It's as simple as that. How many people are on this live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Do me a favor real quick and just type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I'm curious. Just type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member. Reginald, Doozy, Irv, what's up, man? Feng, Mike Who, Cheesy Harry, Ray, John. John, what's up, man? Welcome back. Radiant, welcome back again. I feel like Radiant, you're on every single one of these live streams. Tom. Gaetaniello. Super Irish name. Kidding. We got Saraswati, Johnny, Kay, Alameu, Sean. Tom, what's up, man? Good. We got Randy. A lot of new members here, guys. Great. Excellent. Guys, listen, if you guys are not members of True Trading Group, if you guys are not members, okay, if you guys are not members of True Trading Group, you guys need to at least sub to this channel right now because at the very least, this channel is going to help you save money. And yesterday was proof. Yesterday was proof. The SEC has just filed a motion to freeze cryptocurrency held by Binance. So this is something that you're just getting right now. So the SEC is filing a motion to freeze cryptocurrency held by Binance. This is just coming out right now. Okay, this is just coming out right now. You know, Adam came on here yesterday and talked about this. Some of Adam wants to come back on and kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with this, because if you guys caught the live stream yesterday, my business partner came on the live stream and he follows crypto very closely. And he was talking about Binance and he was talking about Coinbase. He was talking about the SEC. And we were talking about this yesterday on the live stream. And now this is just breaking right now that the SEC is filing a motion to freeze cryptocurrency held by Binance. That is a big deal. Adam, where you at, man? You want to give us some insight on what's going on here?
Yes. Sorry. I was just going to feed you the info, but
Don't be shy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just breaking. I'm reading it same as you, but this is what we talked about yesterday. You know, I told everyone yesterday that this was not the end of it. That there was going to be, you know, that things would probably get worse before they got better. And everyone wakes up this morning and Coinbase is being sued again, you know, and now the SEC is trying to, you know, freeze the assets, you know, of Binance US. That's Binance.us, not the internet, not the full version of Binance. So,
wow.
These are US citizens. So they're trying to freeze the assets of BAM entities, which operates the US exchange. It also is going to start seeking relief for customer assets, both fiat and cryptocurrency held on the platform. So the story's still developing. It's coming out, but you know, if you were on this live stream last night, this is the exact thing that we were talking about could happen, that things were going to get uglier before they got better. And, you know, if anyone decided that it was a good idea to leave their money in Binance, you know, after, you know, us talking about it, if you follow this channel or after we're developing, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, you know, you had a choice, you had a decision. It's no different than when people watch these live streams for months and months and years and whatever, and then they end up losing a ton of money trading on their own, and then they come back and they're like, oh, I should have joined earlier. Yep. You know, it's no different. So it sucks. You don't want to see people lose money. You don't want to see people get hurt, but unfortunately, you know, people are tough to reach sometimes. You know? So this is still developing. This is a still developing story. So as we get more, I will go ahead and I'll give you some updates.
Awesome. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Thanks for keeping us posted. Yeah, there's a lot of people I think that go through that phase of regret. You know, there's a lot of members of True Trading now that wish that they joined sooner. You know, a lot. You know, it's members of True Trading Group. Just type the number 1 if you were skeptical to join us at first. Now your only regret is you didn't join sooner. Just go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat right now. If that is you, a member that was skeptical watching live streams, but then now their only regret is they didn't join sooner. Type the number 1. You know, what's actually funny on the back of that news, you're actually getting Coinbase is moving higher. Look at all these people that are typing the number 1. Look at all these people typing the number 1. That's what I'm saying. Like when you guys come to these live streams, and I know you guys hear me talk a big game on here, but I'm talking to you from experience. I mean, listen, I've been doing this for over 17 years. But wow, Coinbase is pumping right now. $55. Coinbase is moving to the upside, and as this news is breaking right now. That's interesting. It's very, very interesting. But that's what I mean. Like you guys, you know, people are skeptical. So, and honestly, I don't blame you. You should be skeptical of people that you see online. But, you know, at some point you have to make a decision that you want to change what it is that you've been doing up until this point. I joined in my first live and I'm happy that I did. Nice. Full tilt, Jeremy. Yeah, some people joined the first time they saw a live stream. Other people haven't. You know, what just happened? Let me get my charts back on the screen. Other people, you know, some people join right away. Other people watch us for several months, or some people have watched us for like a year or 2 years before they actually go ahead, and then have joined and become members. So TGG is the best thing that's happened for my trading. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. I joined them when I first saw you on the Memorial Day weekend. Just wish I had heard of you before. Second live stream sold me. I knew TTG was a game changer. I wish I had this 20 years ago. Yes, Kathy is happy at the moment. Kathy was in there buying Coinbase today. I joined on my third live stream. I was like, yeah, this is the real deal. Did the trial, and then I was hooked. Wasn't skeptical, but wish I would have found y'all sooner. Yeah, I think, honestly, how important is it to prep for next week, this week? Very important, Oscar. It's very important. That's why we just went over all those levels with you guys on the SPY, because I expect next week, I expect things to kind of open up. It's been I think that the markets are going to be a little slow this week. And so far we have been. You look at Monday and Tuesday. This is Monday and Tuesday. So very small candles on Monday and Tuesday, right? So here you go. There's your last 2 trading days. We've done nothing. We are exactly where we closed. We're at the exact same price we were at yesterday and the exact same price we were at on Friday. All right, so the markets really haven't moved over the last 2 days. I don't expect that to continue into next week. So you might get a little bit of a choppier range-bound type of trade for the next couple of days as people wait for the CPI number and the inflation data. But after that, I think this market really opens things up. And I think it resolves itself in one of 2 ways. I think you're either going to get a lighter than expected CPI and a Fed pause, and that'll take the markets through 430, and you get this big rip for like 1 or 2 days. You rip it up to like 435, and then the markets kind of start to stall out, and they stall out up there, and I think some profit taking kicks in. You get a little bit of a pullback off that level, and then you'll start to get some more economic data that comes through, and I think you're going to start to see a little bit more of a weakening in some of the economic data as you get into the back half of June, and then as you get into July. I think you're going to start to see economic data then start to come front and center. And just because the Fed paused doesn't necessarily mean that that's a big buy signal. Okay. If the Fed pauses, it's still going to be dependent on the economic data going forward for the rest of the year. And you are right at the point where it takes for the economy to feel a rate hike cycle. It takes an economy on average 12 to 18 months to feel the impacts of a rate hike cycle. Well, we just are at the very beginning of that time frame. So you're just getting to the point where the economy starts to show and feel that rate hike cycle. Okay, but what should I do to prepare? What you should do to prepare, I think you should be, I don't know if you're a member or not of True Trading Group. Okay. So what I think that you guys should be doing to prepare for next week is I obviously identify and know the levels. Okay. Identify and know the levels, which are the levels that I'm pointing out to you guys here now, because these are going to be the pivot points in the market. Know and understand what direction the markets will be moving if, the CPI number comes in line, under, or above expectations. And then have an understanding of what reaction will be if the Fed pauses or if the Fed gives you another 25 basis point rate hike. If the Fed gives you another 25 basis point rate hike, it's a very easy trade if inflation comes in hot and the Fed raises rates by 25 basis points. If that's what you get, then it's a very easy move to the downside, in my opinion. The markets right now are acting as if inflation is good and the Fed is going to pause. And if those two things don't happen, I think you're very quickly back to like 416, 417 on the SPY. And I think you get there rather fast if that is the case. And I think you would get a candle that would probably look something similar to this, where you get like a pretty big sell-off candle if that is the case. I don't necessarily think that's what you're going to see. I don't think you're going to get like this very high CPI number. I think the CPI number probably comes in line with expectations, but the core number is probably a little bit higher. So I think headline number is in line, core number is a little higher, and the Fed maybe pauses anyway. But if it's higher than expected and the Fed raises, I think it's an easy move to the downside. You'll want to be short that day, and you probably want to hold that position at least for another day or so as the market sells off and you get a lot of profit taking that kicks in on the back of this rally. You probably get a lot of profit taking will kick in on all your big mega cap tech stocks. People are up a lot of money on those names. That profit taking pushes tech lower. As tech gets pushed lower, that pushes the overall market lower. Tech is by far the biggest sector market cap weighted wise in the S&P, and that'll take the markets down. So, that's what I'd be looking for if you got that. If inflation comes in under expectations and the Fed pauses, I think you break through 430 and you make a move up into the mid 430s, and then be looking for a target of like 436, 437, and then I would look for pullbacks off that level. So I think it's an easy long if it's under and the Fed pauses. If it's in line with expectations and the Fed pauses, I think your initial move is higher, but then you fade that move out if the CPI number comes in line with the Fed pause. Okay. So, but again, I don't know what the Fed's going to do. I don't know what the inflation number is going to be. All I'm going to try to do is react to what the number is and react to what the Fed does and says. For you to prepare, Oscar, like you got to identify areas that you struggle in, start making if this, then that type scenario game plans. That's what I do when you come up to these major catalyst events like this. I come up with if this, then that scenarios where if the market does this, if the number is this, I'm going to do that. If the Fed does this, I'm going to do that. Come up with those type of scenarios so that when the event happens, you already know exactly what you're going to do, right? And it just becomes a reaction rather than an emotional decision. If you're brand new, use the simulator, right? Like go through the courses, freshen up. Don't worry about trading this week. Trade on the simulator, go through the courses, go through the video library, like resharpen your skills and resharpen your tools so that when next week does come and the market starts to really move in a big way, you're better positioned for it and you're better prepared for it. Taking a look over at Coinbase and see, now Coinbase is that was a weird move, guys. That is a weird move on Coinbase on the back of that news with Binance. So if you're just joining us, the news is that the SEC has filed a motion. The SEC has filed a motion to seize crypto assets on Binance.us. So on the U.S. side of Binance, they have filed a motion to seize crypto assets from Binance. And for some reason, I'm not sure why. I see some questions from people asking about Coinbase. I don't know why Coinbase just shot to the upside on the back of that. I mean, why not be nervous that the SEC is going to file a motion to seize Coinbase assets? I mean, I would have thought that you would have seen a move lower in Coinbase once that news broke, but it actually moved to the upside. So that's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Like I said, Adam is going to be, if he gets any more updates on anything, then he'll be able to provide us with some updates there. What is this? RNAS. RNAS is moving to the upside too. This is a stock that's moving after hours, up 105% right now. Looks like we got some news out on the company after hours. RNAS. This is a company that actually did a reverse split. This is a stock that we can add to our watch list for tomorrow. When are these numbers coming out? Tuesday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern is CPI. Wednesday morning at 8:30 Eastern is PPI. And then 2 o'clock is the Fed meeting on Wednesday. So this RNAS moving to the upside here on the back of this news. This is a recent reverse split, though. So this is interesting for tomorrow. So you got a 1-for-20 reverse split on the stock a couple of weeks ago. Now you got a news catalyst. The stock is trading to the upside on the back of this news. And you have resistance here around this $10 level, $9.50 to $10. And this is a pretty interesting level that we can look at the stock for tomorrow. If RNAS gets above 10, you have resistance at 11. and then a gap fill to around 12 and a half. And that's a really nice target. Let me just draw this out for you guys. This is how I come up with my trading game plans. Now I just see a stock like this. It comes up on my scanner. It's after hours. The stock's trading much higher volume. Stock's trading much higher volume than it normally does. It's got a little catalyst here, a little news release, and now the stock's trading to the upside. So what I do is I come here, I look at my daily chart, and I notice a pivot resistance point at the high of the day right now, around 975. If you break through that, you have structure resistance here at 11, but then get through 11, you have a gap fill, and then you have the 200-day moving average. So that's how I start coming up with these game plans. So tomorrow, if you come into the markets tomorrow morning and RNAS is above 10, look for 975 to be support and see if you can get a move up to around 12 and a half, and then take your profits off the table around 12 and a half. Okay. What does the free trial give you access to? I mean, listen, honestly, Radiant, I mean, yesterday we were talking and you said that you didn't have the $850 or they said you didn't have money to join. So, I mean, honestly, I mean, no offense, but if and I mean this to anybody that's on the live stream, I mean this to anybody. If $850 is an issue for you guys, like if that's make or break, and I mean this, no offense whatsoever. I'm being genuinely sincere when I say this to you. If $850 is make or break for you, you should not be worried about trade. You shouldn't be worried about trading. You should be worrying about getting your financial house in order and then figure out how you can get involved when you're in a better position. Like if $850 is a really big deal, you should honestly just sign off the live stream, you know, and maybe try to work on like picking up a second gig or a part-time job or something, and not watch YouTube videos on how to trade, because you have to be in the right mindset in order to really take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. And if you guys are not in the right mindset and your back's up against the wall and you're in a financial situation where $850 is just not doable, then I mean genuinely, go get your financial house in order, and True Trading Group will be here when you're ready. You know, we're not just some fly-by-night company that just popped up during COVID. We've been around since 2016. We have members in 115 different countries. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,100 reviews. You know, you guys, it's more important for you to get your financial situation in order and improved before you start worried about trading in the market. And I mean that with no disrespect. Please don't take it in a disrespectful way or a demeaning way or a condescending way. I really do mean that genuinely. You know, when you guys join True Trading Group, I mean, you get access to everything that we have, Radiant, right? Like when you join, you're getting access to all of our courses. There's no upsell for courses. You get all of them. You get all of our tools. There's no upsell for tools. You get all $5,000 worth of them, right? And you're not all for $850, right? That $850 price point was a gift when we were doing that $850. We did the $850 for Memorial Day because we were raising money for Wounded Warrior Project, and it was our Memorial Day sale. That was a gift. Even if you did not go through a single course or follow a single trade alert or attend a single workshop, when you join True Trading Group, you get access to Benzinga Pro's newsfeed. That's $1,000 on its own if you go to Benzinga. You get congressional trading data, insider trades, Trading View's premium charting software. Guys, the Trading View premium charting software is like $600 a year. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform all day. You get full book level 2 from Quote Media. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, analyst ratings, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, watch lists from the mods every day that tell you what stocks we're looking at, what prices we're going to be buying them or shorting them, etc. A video library with over 600 hours of workshops. Our 22 course curriculum, Joe. Maybe you can post up the link to all of our courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. You get access to every course. You don't join and all of a sudden there's VIP courses that cost another $1,000. We don't sell you half the solution. We don't play games like that. You join our platform, you get access to our platform. Plain and simple. That $850 price point was a gift. What does the free trial give you access to? Bro, you're really privileged and know nothing about making something out of nothing. Yeah, I've been fortunate, but you know who knows a little about this? Bro, you're really privileged and know nothing about making something out of nothing. That is the most ridiculous comment that I've ever seen anyone say on a live stream. I'm privileged. You think I got to where I'm at completely just because it was handed to me? Is that what do you think someone handed this to me? Yes, yes, I've been fortunate, but you know who knows a little something about this? My business partner, Adam. I don't know if Adam wants to come on and say something about this, but I mean, this is the most ridiculous comment that I've actually ever seen get put on on this screen. So, Adam, I don't know.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, you're really privileged, and you know nothing about making something out of nothing. Man, first time on the stream, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Asshole knows absolutely nothing of who they're talking to.
First time on the stream, huh? I remember what it was like my first time.
No, absolutely nothing.
So for those that are new, all right. For those that are new, let me help you out here. So, while it is true that look, Mike hasn't been handed anything. He's worked for everything that he's ever gotten. And I don't need to sit here and tell you that for him. But, Mike and I have had very different upbringings and very different life paths. Mike was far more fortunate than I was. But I got to give it to him, man. Like, even having all the opportunity that he has, I've never seen somebody work as hard as he does. And that's not something you can teach. And that's not something that you can, I don't know. It's just not what a lot of people do, right? A lot of people don't do that. My story is a little bit different, I grew up extremely poor. I used to make $20 last an entire week. I used to bounce checks at grocery stores in order to get food. I was extremely, extremely poor, and very little hope of doing anything else. So everything I did was something out of nothing because nobody gave me a thing. There's a reason that you're on here trolling on YouTube, and I'm here at my 2,000 square foot plus office in Miami with my Lamborghini parked underneath. It's not because daddy and mommy gave me anything. It's because I've started multiple businesses. I'm going to be 40 years old. I've started multiple businesses since the time that I was 22 or 23 that have grossed close to $100 million in profit, or not profit, in revenue. So nobody gave me anything. I went after it on my own. And I think Mike is 1,000% correct. I think that if you're on this stream and you think that $850 or $800 is a lot of money, you need to go out and look for a job. You need to turn off YouTube. That's part of your problem.
Yep.
What was that thing that you had said that somebody, some big company was like, why don't you advertise? And it's because those people aren't at home watching TV.
Lamborghini.
So they were, yeah, go ahead.
I'll say it. Yeah. So they asked it was like the CEO or CEO, somebody like a C executive at Lamborghini was asked, why don't you advertise on TV? And their response was, because our clientele are not sitting at home watching TV.
Right. So if you're on here and you're like, I got no money to trade, I got no money to invest in myself, $850 might as well be $8,000. You're being irresponsible by watching this live stream. Turn it off. Go find a job. Stop watching YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't do when I was starting my first business? I wasn't on YouTube. And it wasn't just because it had just started. I wasn't watching TV. I wasn't reading about somebody else's success. I was out there trying to figure it out for myself. If you're on here and $800 is a lot of money right now, you need to go figure that out and come back. That's the hard truth. So, you think Solar Profit and I Buy Short are the same person? That's not what Yuki meant. I aspire to be in the privileged position where you and Mike are. Where I am is not a privilege. Do you know what the definition of a privilege is? Here, hang on. Let me get you the exact thing.
I mean, that person was trying to compliment us.
No, I know they are, but I wanna go ahead and make sure that everyone understands this. A privilege is a special right or advantage, like immunity granted or available to a particular person or group. I know you meant it as a compliment, King David. I know that you did. I'm not coming at you. Okay? What I want to explain is that none of this is a privilege. It was earned. A privilege is something that somebody else grants you. Nobody granted me this. Nobody granted Mike this. And again, I know he meant it as a compliment. I just want to be clear. Radiant says, I have a part-time job right now. I'm going on vacation for an entire month. So I don't want to waste a month's worth of education to not be able to actually learn it. How about this, Radiant? Sign up right now. I'll give you the $850 price point. Okay, I'll give you an $850 price point. And I'll give you an additional month. So that way you don't waste a month. How about that? That way it's there for you when you get back. I'm able to, give you the $850 price point. We're able to move on with increasing our price. And you're able to lock it in, and it's there for when you get back, and you lose no time.
That's a good deal.
How about that? In fact, anybody that wants it, I will go ahead and I will give you the $850 price point tonight. Last night we didn't even really push the trial membership. It's because we're increasing our pricing. So it was our intention to push the trial today, and then tomorrow we were going to launch a higher price point. But I will hold off for the next 15 people that want to go to TTG and sign up for that $850. Your call.
Todd Frank, I paid $1,400 and would gladly pay it again. Yeah, that's such a steal. It's such a steal. Is it? So do you need time to change it?
No, Joe's in the office. He's already did it.
Nice. All right. So yeah, guys, you can go to ttgoffer.com then right now. And then same coupon code, Adam. TTG121 coupon code. And then click apply code and the price will drop then down to $850. So Radiant, there you go. You heard it. Adam just said it. If you join right now, we'll give you the extra month. You said you're going on vacation for a month. You don't want to waste the month time. We'll give you the extra month. We'll give you the extra month. Well, we'll do it for 15 people, and then that's it. So ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops to $850. We'll do it for 15 people. You're one of the first 15 to do it if the coupon code works. If it doesn't work, then that means that 15 people have already joined. And again, you guys, I told you before we had some of this crazy comment, what you guys get. And it's the entire curriculum. And if Joe wants to post a syllabus again, you get all the courses, a simplified version of what I learned that I worked at the fund. So you guys, there's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. You guys get access to all of it. Right? You guys get access to all of it. It's all included. All the courses and all the tools. $5,000 worth of tools and all the courses from simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I learned. If you guys have questions, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, that is 786-505-4049. If you're a trial member or you used to be an annual member, you guys also have to text that number, because that phone number, you have to text it because we have to whitelist your email address in order for you guys to take advantage of the $850 price point and for the coupon code to work for you. Since you've already had an account with us under that email address, we just have to whitelist your email, and that way we can make sure you guys get the $850 price point. And I know we talk a big game on here, but I offer you guys a double your money back guarantee. That's my challenge to you. I don't think people really understand why we offer a double your money back guarantee, because that's my challenge to you. That's me telling you that I believe so strongly in our platform's ability to help you reach your goals that I'm willing to put our own money up with you. Like we're in business together. You join, you pay $850. I'll put up $850 as well. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. And if you can't make $850 back at least one time during your membership, we'll give you back $1,700. That's double. Okay. I had these guys blocked for 3 years and laugh whenever he mentions not joining sooner, because that's literally me. Still learning every day, but really like having TTG in my corner. Great support. Yeah, Ross, I know. I remember when you first joined. Ross because Ross, you're the one that hated my AO, right? You hated my AO. So Ross had us blocked for 3 years. I love you too, man. I love you too. So yeah, you guys could, is this annual or lifetime? Dawn, it's annual. That is not a lifetime. You're not going to join True Training Group for life for $850. It is $850 for annual, but that's the same price that you renew at, if that's what you're asking. So you pay $850 today. When your membership comes up for renewal, it'll only be $850. So our membership can be $2,500 next year. It doesn't matter. You'll only pay $850 to renew. You're grandfathering yourself in at the price when you join True Training Group. So whatever the price is you pay when you join, you're grandfathering yourself in at that price. And I'm confident that you're going to want to renew, because 78% of our members do. 78% of our members have renewed their annual membership, or they've upgraded to become lifetime members. 78%. That is a testament to the platform itself. That many people, okay, that many people. Oh no, Dawn, we've offered lifetime memberships. It's just not $850. That's all. The $850 is the cost for the annual membership, and it'll renew for $850. Dawn says, what makes your group different than others? Just asking. You know what I'll do, Dawn? Actually, I'll answer. But members, if you guys can answer for Dawn would like to know what makes our group different. So if you guys want, maybe members, if you guys want to say maybe a couple comments on what do you think makes us different from other groups. A lot of our members have been part of many other groups in the past. So members that have had experience with other groups, maybe comment and tell Dawn what makes us different. I think it'll be better, Dawn. I'll still answer what I think, but I think it's better for members to answer that question as well, because they're your peer, right? And they're experiencing exactly what you will experience if you join your training group and can compare to other experiences that you've had. So Dawn and anyone else that's interested, maybe pay attention to some of the comments that you're getting in chat. What I think makes us different is a very long list. I mean, honestly, I don't know any other group out there that offers the value that we do for the price that we do. You have a lot of other groups out there that charge you $5,000, $10,000, and they give you absolutely nothing. They just act like they're God's gift to the stock market, and they're not. And they charge you some ridiculous amount of money. They'll email you, they'll text you, they'll call you every day to try to get you to join. And the second you join, you never hear from them ever again. We're the exact opposite. You are not going to have sales emails sent to you every day. You're not going to have sales phone calls every single day. We're not going to bombard you to join True Training Group. If you're serious about this, then you're going to join True Training Group on your own, because this is the place that you're actually going to learn a professional way. You're going to get access to real tools, and you're going to join a community of traders that generally give a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. Now, whether that takes you a week, a month, a year, or 2 years to make the decision to join True Training Group, eventually you'll find yourselves here. A lot of members, you heard Ross, I had these guys blocked for 3 years, and now I regret that I didn't join sooner. Eventually you'll find your way here. I guarantee you will, because we are the best in the business. And I don't say that just because it's our platform. I say that because our retention rate is 78%. None of our competitors have retention rates anywhere near that. Our refund rate is 2.49%. 2.49%. That's how many of our members I've had to issue a refund to. 2.49. That's why I can offer you double your money back. You get 9 professional traders that are with you every single day. You're not just getting me. It's not just, hey, you got to trade my way or the highway. You're going to learn from different traders with different perspectives and different styles and different strategies. And when you join True Training Group, your communication with us begins the day you join. With other groups, it ends the day you join, and you're just a number for them. So I would pay attention to some of the comments that are coming through chat, Dawn, for you to understand what makes us different. They care about your success and go out of their way to provide the tools and mentorship to help along the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, guys, I'm doing a trader psychology boot camp all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. My whole weekend, we're doing a trader psychology boot camp. Only been here a week. Many analysts, lots of resources. Mike and Adam are on every day, afternoon and Sunday evenings, and only $850. Well, for now. Yes, well, for now is correct. We're going to move this price up, but Adam's giving it to you guys here at the $850 price point. Lambos are for poor rich. You're gonna bet me, dude. Not even in the same. I can't.
It's the same company.
I can't see your. Oh,
Bentley is owned by Volkswagen Group. You know what else is owned by Volkswagen Group?
Lamborghini.
You're a moron.
Yeah, I mean, and Lamborghini is so much more expensive than a Bentley.
Yeah.
That's not true. It depends on which Bentley, and it depends on.
They're all great cars. Who cares?
It depends on which Bentley, and it depends on which Lamborghini.
Bro,
you can't compare an Aventador or what's the new Lamborghini, Adam? The new one. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's like 600 something grand. But if you get like, the Big Daddy Bentley, like the old school, like the Flying Spur and all that, like the big 4-door one, that's like $450.
Damn dog. Solar Incorporated tried to shine, but all they got was shade. Right? Right?
I can't. I just can't. Oh. So yeah, guys, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You have to manually enter the code, guys. Right? The price will say $2,212 when you go to ttgoffer.com, but then you enter the code TTG121, click apply code, and then the price drops down. The price drops down to the $850. And again, if you have any questions, just text us 786-505-4049. Yeah, Fernando, we got some jokesters out today. All right, folks. Christina says, I've been in 3 other groups and TTD is the best and it's only $850. One group cost me $1,000 to see, then wanted an additional $3,000 for courses, and another was $300 a month with no education. That's what I'm talking about. These groups out there, some of these groups out there are such a joke. But they try to convince you that in 10 minutes a day, you can make $1,000 a day. And with one simple fail-proof, system, and it's all nonsense. But it feeds into people's desire for instant gratification. They fall for it. They lose thousands of dollars. And they think the stock market's a scam. Stock market's a scam. You're just not learning anything about the stock market. You're being tricked into believing that the stock market is a get-rich-quick scheme because you want it to be a get-rich-quick scheme, right? You want it to be a get-rich-quick scheme. So these people tell you it is, and you think that they figured out the way to get rich quick, and then you join, and then you realize that you lose everything. So, Mike, can you talk about AI? Sure, it would be my pleasure. AI is at a very important moment right now because this is one of your last line of defenses from a resistance standpoint. We got to welcome Robert. Robert's the newest member of the group. Robert, we got 14 spots left now. Everybody welcome Robert. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Everybody welcome Robert. Yes, Zach. Zach got it, Adam. That's the name of the new Lambo. Yeah. So, Robert, welcome. 14 spots left, guys. And again, you'll know you're one of the 14 if when you enter the coupon code, it works. Simple as that. If you're watching this live stream after it's aired, if the coupon code does not work, then you know we've already had 14 people join. All right. So, Robert, welcome to the family. So, when it comes to AI, you're at this little resistance level here. We got to welcome Samuel. 13 spots left. Everybody welcome Samuel. 13 spots now remain. Again, if you guys are previous trials, previous members, or current trials, you must text us 786-505-4049. Text that number so we can whitelist your email. If you have any questions, text us. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. Text that number 786-505-4049 at the bottom of your screen. You'll talk to a real person, ask us whatever's on your mind, and we'll answer any questions that you guys do have. Samuel, welcome to the group. Okay, so AI. AI was in the middle of a short squeeze. We actually caught this move, right? We caught this move on AI. It was a huge trade for us. And then we exited the trade before the company reported earnings. And then you had the gap down when they reported earnings. But now the stock's been starting to recover after its earnings gap down. And we just filled the gap. So the earnings gap down was created. I'll go to a 15-minute chart so you guys can see this more clearly. So here's the earnings gap, right? That's when you had the big gap down because of earnings. So we are almost filling that gap. That gap fill takes you back to $40. We got to welcome Oscar. Oscar, way to go, man. Oscar just signed up. Welcome to the family. Oscar, 12 spots now remain. I love the enthusiasm, Oscar. Nice with the exclamation point. I'm happy to welcome you to the fam. How many members do you have now? Over 10,000, Thomas. In 115 different countries. Welcome, Oscar. Welcome, Oscar. So this level that you guys see, that gap fill is, in my opinion, a very important level of resistance, because if AI gets over that level, I really think you have the potential for another round of a short squeeze, and this thing could squeeze. This was a heavily shorted stock before they announced earnings, and it was in the middle of a short squeeze, right? Like this thing was squeezing, and then they came out with the earnings, and then, you know, short sellers were kind of saved with the earnings gap down. But now you're starting to get right back into that zone. And if you start to push up 41, 42, if you see 41, 42, I think you got to be long, and I think you got to look for a short squeeze. And I would expect this thing to push a little bit further. Major resistance up here in the low 40s. That's why we got flat this position when we did. And that's the resistance level. I'll show it to you. It's like 43, 44. And it's this level that you see right back here in 2021. You see all that support. You see all that support right there on AI. And then that's exactly where we topped out. Right? You see that's exactly where we topped out. Now you're back down under it. But if you start to climb back up towards this level, like if you start to see AI doing something like this, I think you got to start to get long and hold on to your butts and look for another round of a short squeeze on AI. You could see something that looks like that as shorts get squeezed out of that position, but only if you break above this level. That's why I mean it's at, on my opinion, it's at an inflection point, because if you get over 40, that fills the gap, and then I think shorts become very nervous, and you have the potential for a squeeze. Okay. All right, folks. So there you guys have it. What do we add? Anybody else has any other questions? Please explain a short squeeze. Sure. So what happens in a short squeeze? Okay. What happens with a short squeeze? You have different sides of a market. You have people that are trying to get long. You have people that are trying to sell their position. Then you have people that are shorting the stock, and you have people that are covering their stock. When you short a stock, you're selling shares you don't actually own in the hopes that it goes lower so you can buy the shares back. In order to short the stock, you're borrowing shares from your broker. So if you don't own shares of AI, you can't sell shares of AI, right? You don't own them. So you borrow the shares from your broker and you sell them. Let's say you sell them at 38. Now, you still owe those shares back to your broker. They're your broker's shares, not yours. So you have to return those shares to your broker. The hope is the stock goes from 38 down to 32, and then you can buy the shares back at 32, and you can return them to your broker, and you made $6 a share because you sold them at 38 and you bought them back at 32. That's your hope when you short the stock. But when the stock starts to go up, and you sold the stock at 38, but now the stock is at, 42. Well, now the stock's starting to move to the upside. Now your broker says, hey, man, I want my shares back. They're starting to go up in price. And then you're going to have to buy those shares back. Way to welcome. Is that a real name? Is that what they signed up with? Pepe Scooby. Pepe Scooby. Welcome to the family. 11 spots left. Pepe Scooby. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the family, Pepe Scooby. I hope your username in chat is Pepe Scooby. 11 spots left, guys. All right, everybody, welcome Pepe Scooby. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops right down to $8.50. You guys are good to go. All right. So now,
bro, that's their username. I just thought it was funny. Their real name is Joffrey.
Joffrey's?
No. Joffrey.
Joffrey.
No S.
Joffrey.
But Pepe Scooby is the username. I thought it was hilarious.
That is hilarious. Well, Joffrey, welcome, Pepe Scooby. I'm calling you Pepe Scooby, Joffrey. I don't care what you say.
That's his username. He is.
I know. I'm just telling him. Like, even if I see him in chat tomorrow, I'm calling him Pepe Scooby.
You will see him as Pepe Scooby.
Oh, I thought you meant his username on YouTube was Pepe Scooby.
No.
Oh, so he signed up and created his username, Pepe Scooby.
Yes.
Excellent. Perfect. I can't wait to see them in chat tomorrow. Pepe Scooby. I love it. I really love it. So back to the short squeeze. So what ends up happening is when you have a stock that's heavily shorted, a lot of people sold shares that don't actually own because a lot of people thought the stock was going to go down. But then the stock actually starts to go up. Now, in a typical market, there's a very even balance between buyers and sellers, right? Even when the stock goes up, when the stock goes down, you have slightly. Did RNAS just do an offering? That is so ridiculous. So the company came out with news just to do an offering. So I'm not going to look at this tomorrow anymore. So the stock, it's off my watch list now. I'm not going to look at RNAS anymore now that they just announced an offering. That's hilarious. Announce the news. Yeah, everybody gets long. And poof, never mind. We're doing an offering. That's crazy. That sucks. Sorry to anybody that got sucked into that. And so that's off the watch list for tomorrow. I'm not going to pay attention to that stock now going into tomorrow. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm not going to focus on it. But short squeeze. So when a lot of people think the stock's going to go down and the stock actually starts going higher, the short sellers are forced to buy the shares back. And what ends up happening is one side of the market that is typically a seller moves over to the other side of the market and become buyers. And that creates a very uneven market where there are way more buyers now than there are sellers, because the only people that are left to sell are people that are already long and are just selling out of the position. But then on the other side of the market now, you have all the people that are getting long for the first time because they want to buy the stock. But now you have all of your short sellers are now buying shares back at the same time. And that creates an extremely uneven market that is overloaded with buyers. So it turns what are usually sellers, it turns them into buyers. And that's when you get this parabolic move to the upside because you have everyone's buying the stock now at the same time. And that's how a short squeeze happens. Okay? That's how the short squeeze happens. All right, folks? All right, guys? So that just about wraps up. That just about wraps up our live stream. That just about wraps things up. So if you guys are not interested in a membership at all, you can sign off the stream, but just make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications before you guys go. If you guys are interested, I'll actually show you guys, okay, the platform so you guys can see actually what it is that you guys are going to get access to, okay, when you guys do join for the 850. Okay, so that's what I'll show you guys what the platform actually looks like, right? Because when you guys are joining, like I said, you're getting access to, you're getting access to all of our courses, you're getting access to all of our tools. So when you guys join, you're obviously going to be getting our chat room. Now, the chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades all day long with you guys. We're with you from pre-market all the way through into the close. We're not just gone after an hour and you're left to fend for yourself. The mods are with you all day, every day. There's 9 of us, 9 professional traders that are with you during the day. You'll also be able to use our mobile app. Our mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio, and also get real-time push notifications when the mods enter and exit trades. This way you can follow along with what we're doing in chat. Even if you're not in front of your computer, we've got you guys covered. You get 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You get a Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts inside of our chat. This will cost you $1,000 a year if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included when you join True Trading Group for $850. You also get congressional trading data, track the trades being made by members of Congress, and you guys are also going to be getting access to, and you guys also get access to insider trading information as well. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. You get that included. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform all day long, so you guys can focus on what are the hottest stocks during the day. You got a simulator from ETNA that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but with real-time data. It's not delayed data. That'll cost you around $900 a year. Okay, that'll cost you around $900 a year if you guys go to ETNA directly. You also get our own proprietary scanner, lets you create your own custom scans, very similar to FinViz Elite for those that are familiar there. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. All of this is included, guys. It's expensive data if you're going to go and pay for it on your own somewhere else. It's included when you join True Trading Group. You also get short data included as well. You're going to get a trading journal that tracks all your trades. Some of you might pay for TradingView, VUE. It's a trading journal that tracks all your trades and breaks it down to the statistics and numbers. You can see what you're doing wrong. That is something you also get included. Something similar to that you get included when you guys join our platform. You get a social sentiment scanner that shows you guys what stocks are being talked about most on social media. You get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular name. Our watch list every day. The mods tell you exactly what stocks we're looking at, detailed game plans, where we're going to get long, where we want to be short, so you know exactly what we're focusing on doing before the market even opens. You're also going to get then all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, and futures. You guys get access to all of it. There's no VIP courses. There's no upsell for courses. It's all included in the $850. All right? It's all included. You also get a video library with about 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics, and you can start attending these live once you become a full-time member. Guys, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group, but if you join, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you don't make the $850 membership fee back at least one time during the membership, I'll give you guys back $1,700. That's double your money. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to 2.49% of users. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,100 reviews. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members. And that's why I can confidently offer you double your money back. If our refund rate was 15 or 20%, I would not be able to offer you guys double your money back. All right, simple as that. I joined like a month ago. It was worth it. Still doing my homework. Mike explains his strategies. Mike, there are some courses that it would be good to see explained in videos, even though I figured it out. All of our courses are in video, Zach. All of our courses are in text and video. So you already have all of our courses that are in text and also in video. All right. So again, guys, if you're a previous trial, or previous member, you guys need to send us a text message in order for us to whitelist your email address, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. You can also send us a text message to that number if you guys have any questions.
Mike.
Yo.
Sebastian Martinez. How come you guys are an F-rated business on the Better Business Bureau? Very simple.
Very simple.
Okay? Very simple. I don't do well with being extorted. And the Better Business Bureau wanted a lot of money, over 10 grand, to quote, manage our account.
They're a joke.
I'm not paying it.
They're the biggest sham.
Right.
They literally will say, they're like, oh, well, yeah, we can, we'll credit you. We'll accredit you on our site, but it's going to cost you $10,000.
No, they didn't say that they would accredit us and it would cost. They said to manage our, to be just.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. All right.
To manage our account would be over 10 grand. Okay. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not paying that.
So I'm not paying that. Trustpilot is like $600. $600. And we get great customer support. We have our members that write those reviews. They're all verified. And that's it. I put no effort into Better Business Bureau. Nobody at our company does. So if you want to trash us, go trash us on Better Business Bureau. And Better Business Bureau gives us an F rating, but we have 4.33 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, explain that to me. We're 4.33 out of 5 stars, but yet the Better Business Bureau rates us an F. Guys, I don't even know who still uses the Better. I mean,
yeah, if you still use the Better Business Bureau, it is because you are extremely dated.
Yeah, you got it. You're probably really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who. I don't know who uses the Better Business Bureau. Like
nobody I know uses the Better Business Bureau.
Right. It sounds like they're important because the word bureau is in there.
Right. They're also saying,
like,
hang on. They're also saying, or this person's also saying, and I know this person's not going to sign up. I know that they're just, trying to cause issues. They're also saying it said there were government actions against your business as well. Incorrect. They want us to pay them to investigate the fact that that is incorrect, so that you do not need to. They want us to. I thought you muted them. Sorry, I was like, you don't need to mute them. They want us to pay them so that they can investigate it to show that it's not.
To show that it's not.
That it's not that. I'm not giving them $1.
Do your job. Like
right.
You should do that anyway.
True Trading Group has never had any government action against it whatsoever. So, sorry.
Yeah,
it's absolutely ridiculous.
I really don't care about Better Business Bureau.
So, Sebastian, do you have any more questions that you would like to ask?
Yes, Sebastian Martinez. Anything else that you would like us to clarify for you? Anything at all?
Now's your time, dude.
Yes, exactly. Get smarter. So isn't the BBB a private for-profit entity? Opens the door for lots of
paid. Hang on. Also,
exactly.
One second. We get this question a lot because the Better Business Bureau and morons on YouTube, so much to the point that we have to put this in every description of our video. True Trading Group LLC, nor its owners, Michael Edward Perinati and Adam Lawrence Hyman, were ever sued by the SEC. Below is a link to a video we made 10/3/2021 about the misinformation on the True Trading Group lawsuit by the SEC. We were never sued by the SEC. This is something that is grossly misunderstood and taken out of context. So it's in every single one of our video descriptions.
Everyone, literally.
Yep. We also have a link to all of our complaints in our description so that we could be a little bit less biased.
Oh, look at that. Sebastian, I appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian, our pleasure, man. Like it's and Sebastian, honestly, you can watch that video. We posted that video. Was it Adam? October of 2022, you said?
That was a long time ago. No, 2021.
2021. Oh, wow. Yeah, we posted that video October of 2021. But yeah, Better Business Bureau is a joke. And we're not gonna pay them $10,000 so they could do they can look into it themselves and remove the F off of our name and give us an A. We're 4.33 star out of 5 on the Better Business Bureau, but yet they rate us as an F. I'm not going to pay them $10,000 to manage our.
It's more like 12 something.
12,000, whatever it was, to manage our account. What do you mean manage our account? You are the company. You're going to manage my account. You are the Better Business Bureau. What do you mean? You're going to manage my account? Just rely on Trustpilot, guys.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Trustpilot is perfect. I'm not saying Trustpilot's perfect. Trustpilot, look, every review site can be manipulated.
Yeah.
Every single. Let's be fair. Every single review site can be manipulated. It's a fact. Everyone knows this.
Very true.
So, whether it's the Better Business Bureau or here,
yeah, literally. If if Adam and I sent $12,000 to the Better Business Bureau tomorrow, in a week we'd probably, I don't know for sure, I don't know what they would do, but in a week we'd probably have an A rating on the Better Business Bureau. It's ridiculous. It's such a joke. It's like they have the word bureau and people think it's like this important government agency. It's not.
I mean, you want to put it in context. Like, here you go. Here's a Google search for buy Better Business Bureau reviews. $100. I mean, it's all there, and you could swap Better Business Bureau for Trustpilot.
Yep.
Look, if you want to call a spade, all these reviews can be manipulated. However, what we do is we ask our members to go and leave a review. We say, hey, good, bad, indifferent, be constructive, be honest, go in there and leave a review.
Yeah.
You can also buy bots on YouTube comment. That is true. But I can make all these bots spell your name if you'd like. So can you guys just do me a favor? Can you guys type, I don't know, what do we want to type? Type F space gape in chat.
F space gape?
Yeah. So here, Joe, put that on the screen, please.
So if my members, type F-gape to prove you are not bots. F-gape, my members, to prove that you are not.
Are they a bot now, Gape Nation? I love YouTube. Let me tell you something. Y'all haters that come on here, Mike and I have seen, we've been doing this a long time. We have seen every negative comment that you're going to possibly think of.
Everyone.
And we have an answer for it.
Yep.
All you do is help feed this animal when you open your dumb mouth. So keep going, bro. So we had really nothing to talk about that was too crazy interesting. The proofs that they are bots. You're an idiot.
That doesn't even make any. How does that, dude? It doesn't. I can't waste my time with.
No.
I got too much. Listen, I got too much stuff to do. I got too much work to do. I'm getting out of here. I got to go work on my trader psychology boot camp. I'm not going to waste my time with these people. The negative comments. My TG fam, you guys know. We'll see you all in chat tomorrow. We're just going to keep plugging away here. Next week is going to be a huge week. Don't allow yourself to get lulled to sleep. Okay, don't allow yourself to get lulled to sleep. I think next week is just going to be absolutely massive. And your time to prepare is now. Don't wait until next week when things get crazy. Join now. Get yourselves ready. Get yourselves ready. Get yourselves prepared. Come up with your trading plans. Identify your targets. Identify the levels. Know what setups are out there. Know, hey, if this happens, I'm getting short. If this happens, I'm getting long. We're going to go through and we're going to identify all that stuff and make sure that our members are prepared for what next week is going to be absolutely huge. And then this weekend, we're perfect timing for the Trader Psychology Bootcamp this weekend before next week and things get crazy. So guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. If you guys want to join for the 850 price point, if the coupon code works for you, you're good to go. If it doesn't, then that means we've sold out. There's 11 spots left. The price will say $2,212 when you go to ttgoffer.com. You must enter the coupon code manually, TTG121, click apply code, and the price drops down to $850. If you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great night. Take care.